Good morning, namaskar and namaste. As you all know that since yesterday, that is from Thursday onwards, all the news medias, whether national, regional, local, are occupied with news, that is the intervention of the Chief Minister, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, into when the enforcement director officials was reading or investigating or inquiring into the IPAC office and the owner or co-owners, Mr. Jain's residence. Now, the $1 million question is whether the intervention by the Chief Minister, when in course of investigations by the ED officials, amounts to an offense, whether a political morality or political immorality, what is it ethical and non-ethical, what is the moral, immoral. So many questions or multiple questions are moving around in the public life, and whether the Prime Minister or Chief Minister of a state can or should do such things or not. There is an allegations of alleged carrying away of certain documents and electronic gadgets from the IPAC office or from the residence of Mr. Jain, allegedly by Ms. Mamata Banerjee, whether amounting to a serious offense or not. Let me first of all make it very clear that as per law, when a person, a public servant, is exercising or doing something which may appears to be illegal or immoral in the eye of the people or for a man on the streets, may not amount to criminal offense because of or legal proceedings, criminal proceedings cannot be started against him or her in view of the immunity from prosecutions or privilege of immunity from prosecutions awarded in favor of the public officials or public servants. And the Chief Minister of the West Bengal is also shall be deemed to be a public servant. And whatever Ms. Mamata Banerjee has done, rightly, wrongly, that I am not going to invite any, give my opinion as to whether such act amounts to offense or not. But as a lawyer, I can say that if a public servant does anything, even if it is excess of his power, then if that act is done in the discharge of his responsibility or discharge of his duties, then such act, though may sound or appear to be immoral, illegal, unethical to a man on the street or the status, but in view of the immunity from prosecutions granted to the public servants while performing his duty, no proceedings should lie or can lie either against the ED or against the ministers for whatever act that has been done by the chief ministers in course of his duty, performance of his duty and her duty, and ED officials while raiding the premises or allegedly raiding the premises or seizing the documents from the offices of the Mr. Jain and his offices. But let us make it at the same time. We cannot be blindfolded to the fact that the IPAC office doesn't come within the category of a public office or office run by the state government or the central government or the residence of the Mr. Jain, the alleged owner of the IPAC company, doesn't come within the category of a public or government offices, and as such, we cannot give the status of a public office, a governmental office, or a political party office of IPAC or the office of Mr. Jain, because as per so the record reveals that the IPAC is a corporate company, a limited company. It is not a government company as per the definitions given in the Indian Companies Act 2013. And it is a non-governmental company, and as such, the intervention as such, we cannot equate the IPAC company or the offices of the directors of the company as extension of the office of the state government or a political party office. So naturally, they do not enjoy any immunity from prosecutions if anything has been done which appears to be illegal, unlawful in the eye of law, or in our new law, criminal law, that is BNS Act, and the sections that will naturally be invoked in case the allegation. Moreover, there is one more question that needs to be answered by the people who are giving allegations against the Chief Minister of West Bengal. That is, whether the documents, electronic documents, or whatever the file, the green file that were taken away allegedly by the Chief Minister of West Bengal, was from the custody of the enforcement director officials, or from the custody of the Mr. Chan, who has voluntarily handed over the document to Ms. Mamata Banerjee if she has carried something. But so until and unless it is proved that the Chief Minister of West Bengal has taken away something from the custody of the ED officials, which had already seized by them through official document, then only it may amount to some kind of criminal offence or offence. Otherwise, merely taking away of documents or electronic documents, whatever be the nature of document, from the office of the from these offices by the Chief Minister doesn't amount to any criminal offence or any wrongful act until unless it is proved by the ED that before the Chief Minister, if allegedly taken, that said document was already seized officially by the officials, and the documents, the legal documents, were taken away from the custody of the officials. So it is a custody that is a very important matter, custody matter. So we cannot, as worldly or guess that it was taken away from the custody of the ED officials, merely because the ED officials are present inside the offices. So it is very premature now at the moment to give any allegations, counter allegations, or to until unless those evidences are to come to light and the people can judge by their common sense, by their sense of logic and logic, and of course in the eye of law, that all needs to be taken into account before giving passing any judgment or any verdict, whether by the media or by so-called wise people, political or otherwise. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Good luck.